Today on OC News.
We have an update on the California state elections for District 45.
A fire broke out on campus in one of the parking lots.
And Cal State Fullerton gets its own episode on the college tour.
All of this and more coming up on OC News.
This just in. Tech News. First responder on police.
There's been a lot of collaborative efforts.
I feel blessed to be here in Fullerton.
Brought to you by the broadcast journalism students
at Cal State Fullerton.
OC News starts right now.
Hello, and welcome to the early show for OC News. I'm Alex Abeda.
And I'm Jonathan Bindi. OC News is brought to you by the broadcast journalism students of Cal State Fullerton.
Campus police responded to a fire Monday morning in the parking structure after a student spotted the blaze on his way to class. Reporter Ariana Hartman has the details.
A student's car caught on fire at the East Side North parking structure on campus Monday morning. At approximately 10 a.m., CSUF Police Department began receiving multiple 911 calls.
We ended up getting about 3 or 4 total calls within about a minute or two. And one of those calls actually came from the freeway.
Third-year business student Isaac Hernandez was parking on the 5th floor when he noticed smoke coming out of a vehicle. He and another unknown student began to grab fire extinguishers that were located on the floor in an attempt to stop the blaze.
And the fire extinguisher ran out and the fire was still going, but then the cops showed up after that and we started to scramble to get fire extinguishers because the fire started to get bigger.
After police and fire department arrived on the scene, Hernandez began to take photos and videos. Then he sent them to @CSUF Barstool, a popular Instagram page dedicated to CSUF student body with over 40,000 followers.
At that point, I was like, this is going to go viral. I might as well just send it.
I went and showed all the officers, especially the female officer that was the one that was on a couple of those photos. They got a kick out of that.
By 3:30 p.m. later that day, the area where the burnt car was blocked off by cleaning crews and Fullerton PD.
Chaos at the Cal State Fullerton parking structures is nothing new for students, but somehow the east side parking structure seemed cursed. Just around this time last year, a dead man was found in the east side north parking structure.
Officer Wiley commends the students that helped stop the fire and offers this advice.
We strongly encourage people to trust their instincts and to call us when they see something.
While the exact cause of the fire is still unknown, the FPD reported there was no evidence of foul play. Reporting in Fullerton, I'm Ariana Hartman for OC News.
Although America casted its ballots 2 weeks ago, results in the 45th district are still being counted between Republican incumbent Michelle Steele and Democratic challenger Derek Tran. As of today, Tran is currently leading the overall race by a margin of 300 votes. Steele currently leads by a margin of 4,000 votes in Orange County. While Tran has his own lead in LA County, 92% of the vote counted have still yet to be determined. Around 29,000 votes in the race will determine the razor-thin race.
Fullerton City Council is looking to create a plan that would create new units of affordable housing. The Fullerton City Council meeting yesterday discussed changing zoning blocks that could see the construction of nearly 13,000 units of affordable housing. The city is looking to add the units as state government requires the construction of affordable housing units every 8 years to meet regional housing needs. The discussion in the meeting included moving around zoning blocks and including language in the plan to require disability support in the buildings. City Council will look at the plan again on December 3rd.
Santa Ana Mayor Valerie Amezuka proposed a new ordinance to take action against homelessness encampments across the Orange County area. Santa Ana council members voiced concern about the ensuing anti-camping laws, claiming that it went too far in a city that's home to the largest homeless population in Orange County. The proposed law came after the Supreme Court overturned a case that required cities to offer shelter to homeless people. Since then, 6 cities have stepped up enforcement efforts. On Tuesday, the council members voted 6-1 to adopt a law that would prohibit leaving personal property unattended and also sleeping in a public space.
Artificial intelligence in education is currently a controversial issue. But the opening of a new AI hub at Cal State Fullerton helps students look towards the future. Reporter Lena Naranjo has the story.
Empower, innovate, and inspire. Cal State Fullerton's newly created AI hub aims to work effectively in these 3 ways. CSUF was given a $400,000 grant from the National Science Foundation to create an AI hub, which will provide students with an AI curriculum and help build partnerships within the industry.
What I really like about this AI grant is that we're bringing AI modules to the classroom. The UCs have a lot of course offerings and program offerings that our students at the CSU don't necessarily have access to. And so if I can start to close that gap a little bit by bringing modules into courses, I'm going to do it.
Faculty members from the Mathematics, Engineering, and Philosophy Department began the process of this grant last year in 2023. Cal State Fullerton Professor of Electrical and Computer Engineering, U Bai, will lead the development of the CAP Inspire project. In a CSUF News article, Bai said he was hoping for this project to expose students to multiple aspects of AI and prepare them for a successful AI-driven pathway.
Not only does this innovation give students the opportunity to explore different AI fields, but giving them the opportunity to engage in these ideas.
We're not claiming that we are going to make all of our students experts in AI. But can we show them, whether it be existing tools that are out there? Can we show them the ethics behind AI? Can we show them some of the methodology and techniques that are used in the development of AI? I think all of that is going to play a role in a student's career depending on where they end up. So we're really trying to provide that initial exposure.
Bai and his colleagues are hoping to start implementation in spring of 2025. From Fullerton, this is Lena Naranjo with OC News.
When we come back from the break, we have your upcoming forecast for the week.
And we have the latest on men's basketball. See you then.
How prepared is your family if a wildfire shows up at your doorstep, or a flood, or an earthquake? You can't just turn away a natural disaster. That's why it's important to go to ready.gov/plan now. It has the tools and tips you need to make an emergency plan with your family. So if disaster comes knocking,
let's go.
You'll be ready to help keep your family safe.
It's just a pizza.
Yes. Make a plan today.
What does it take to discover the greatness within you? It takes resilience.
When I first got to Cal State Fullerton, I felt lost. Then I found my community. It was like a caring family cheering me on.
I wasn't sure about being a chemist. My professor showed me I could. People believed in me here, and I learned to believe in myself. Discover the resilience within you at Cal State Fullerton.
As we get closer to the holidays here in SoCal, rain can come out of nowhere and ruin your day. Our weatherman, Jacob Fisk, is here to make sure we're ready for this week's weather. Jacob?
Thanks, Alex. While California is normally known for its sunshine and rainbows, but after Thursday, expect that sunshine to go away for a bit. Currently, it's a comfortable 66 degrees, but since the sun started to set when we started our show, it is going to get cold very quickly, as it is expected to get as low as 46 degrees throughout the night. Winds not too high, with a 4-mile-per-hour wind coming from the northeast, and not too much humidity into the night as well. But throughout the next few days, expect that humidity number to change. Tomorrow, you can expect a nice sunny day at 78 degrees, but as you see here, the further we get through the week, the more clouds, temperature drops, and rain we will get. A little bit of clouds on Friday, but still a chill 72 degrees, but expect an overcast day of clouds on Saturday during the day at 65 degrees with a high humidity of 72%. But during the night is when you will get some rain showers with light winds coming from the south. For Sunday, it is just below the average temperature this week with 67 degrees throughout the day, but don't worry though, because there is not any rain to be expected on Sunday. It will, however, feel very humid with humidity expected to be between 70% and 89% throughout the day and into the night. Then get the raincoats out to stay dry on Monday with showers during the day and running into the night. But despite the rain on Monday, it at least won't be too windy, with wind expected to be around 5 miles per hour from the southeast. That's going to do it for the weather report for today. Remember to stay dry on Saturday night and all day Monday. Signing off, I'm Jacob Fisk. Back to you guys at the desk.
Titans women's basketball did not start the season as intended, but the team has high hopes for the future. Anthony Mendolia has more on Titan Hoops.
For Cal State Fullerton's women's basketball team, this season hasn't started the way they had hoped. Head coach Jeff Harada says a lot of the early struggles have to do with the young team still finding its way.
We're just very young. Our roster, we're not as deep as we normally are with some injuries and, some other issues. But I think, if we can figure out a way to just play better together, find a way to play for each other and not just with each other, I think that'll be a lot better.
After starting the year on a tough 3-game road trip, the Titans dropped their home opener last Thursday to Sacramento State, bringing their record to 0-4. Sophomore guard Aaliyah Stanton says there are still positives to take away from the first 4 games, while senior center Aichel Hernandez believes that it's better to correct their struggles now before the Titans start Big West Conference play later in the season.
Definitely hustle. I feel like with this team, we're very, we don't give up. And that's one thing that's very good for our team so far, especially with our starting off with losses, but I feel like we get in there and do what we can. Yeah.
The season just started, so I think it's good that we're having these issues and we get to experience these things, so we know what we need to work on for conference, which is what really matters. So yeah, I just think it's good that we're going through this right now instead of going through it later in the season.
Hernandez in particular has been a standout player, as she has been playing 40 minutes a game while the team's only other center, freshman Layla Davis, has been recovering from injury.
She's our team captain. She has a lot of experience, and I feel like she just is very helpful with since we're pretty young team, she's very helpful with guiding us and just being a great leader in general. So yeah, I think she does very well there.
The Titans will head on the road for their next 2 games as they face the University of Washington this Thursday and then Portland State University on Sunday.
Just move on from this. Let's just make the best of the year we have and just enjoy whatever is thrown at us.
Reporting from Titan Gym, this is Anthony Mendolia with OC News.
Now let's kick it over to sports, where Omar Portillo has updates on the men's basketball and cross-country teams. Take it away, Omar.
Thanks, guys. Today in sports, we start with Cal State Fullerton men's basketball as they look to get their first win of the season in their home opener versus Idaho State. The Titans started the game off hot with his 3 from way downtown from sophomore guard Keith Richard. Now onto the second half, from down 1 point, freshman forward Davis Bynum steals the ball and takes it all the way downtown for a huge slam, giving the Titans a 1-point lead. The 1-point lead proved to be huge as the Titans got the win with a 62-61 victory. With this victory, head coach Denrique Taylor became the winningest coach in program history with 156 wins, surpassing Bob Burden. Now we take a step off the court and turn our focus to the Titan cross-country team, who competed this past Friday at the NCAA West Regionals. At the event, the men's cross-country team tied the program record for the highest NCAA regional finish thanks to junior Marco Perez, who was the first Big West runner to cross the finish line with a time of 29 minutes and 44.8 seconds. That's all for All Things Sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Omar. Hopefully men's basketball keeps knocking down those open threes and start climbing up the standings. Coming up, a campus magazine has dropped their newest issue online.
And I got the opportunity to look at Disneyland's newest attraction that replaced an iconic ride. Stay tuned.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say, how are you, or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR, it's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should.
Whatever gets you talking. Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
What does it take to discover the greatness within you? It takes resilience.
When I first got to Cal State Fullerton, I felt lost. Then I found my community. It was like a caring family cheering me on.
I wasn't sure about being a chemist. My professor showed me I could. People believed in me here, and I learned to believe in myself. Discover the resilience within you at Cal State Fullerton.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
We've got some exciting news for music and magazine fans. Here's Lena Naranjo with your entertainment update.
Thank you, Jonathan. Well, it's that time of year again, and earlier today, Coachella announced their lineup for the 2025 Music Festival. This multi-day experience brings fans from all around the world to celebrate culture, music, and fashion. Taking the stage will include artists such as Lady Gaga, Post Malone, Green Day, Travis Scott, and so much more. The festival is scheduled for April 11th to 13th and the 18th to the 20th in Indio, California. 2023 and 2024 attendees get early access starting tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Time. Pre-sale tickets begin this Friday at 11 Pacific Time. The company also offers payment plans, additional VIP areas, and camping options. For those who want to learn more, visit Coachella.com. Cal State Fullerton's digital magazine, also known as Titan Mag, has began launching stories that feature CSUF students and programs. Theater arts alum Kristen Vagnis shares her journey of the opportunities she utilized at CSUF that amplified her theater career. Vagnis is also known for her role in the hit CBS show and Paramount spinoff Criminal Minds. Other features include business alum Joshua Gonzalez, who is a leader in his family-owned Mexican market chain, Northgate Gonzalez Market. To learn more, check out titanmag.fullerton.edu to get an inside scoop on the Titan experience and maybe use some of their stories as inspiration. That's all for me. Back to you guys at the desk.
If you've ever wanted the inside scoop on life here at Cal State Fullerton, you won't have to wait much longer. Cole Garrison has the story.
On behalf of Cal State Fullerton, the Outreach Recruiting and Orientation Team, and Associated Students Inc., ASI, we're absolutely thrilled to have you here today for the advanced screening of the college tour.
Cal State Fullerton's own ASI held a watch party of the Titan Student Union where it showed an episode of the college tour featuring Cal State Fullerton. The College World Tour showcases colleges all over the world, and for its 13th season, CSUF was chosen.
So this is the first time our department has done an event like this, because this is the first time that the college tour has come to the Cal State Fullerton campus, which we're really excited about. I will say what helped us out is our department is actually responsible for 3 large yield events that happen on our campus. One of them usually sees about over 10,000 people, which is called Experience CSUF Become a Titan, and we have a couple others. And so being able to have that background and that experience definitely prepared us for the watch party, because at the end of the day, an event does have a lot of similar components. This one was a little unique, but I think our team has a lot of experience with events and making sure everything goes off without a hitch, so that definitely helped us out.
The watch party was located here in the Titan Student Union, where the students who arrived were able to get a free bag and a free t-shirt. The process in which CSUF was selected did not come naturally. There were steps that had to be taken.
I work here at Cal State Fullerton. I'm the campus tours coordinator. We just got a new director, and he came on with an awesome idea, and he said, hey, look into this show called the College Tour. We did it at an institution I used to work at, and I think it would be a really awesome opportunity. So I submitted a form online, and within a day, one of the executive producers, Joan, went ahead and gave me a phone call and said, we'd love to have you on season 13. So it was within 24 hours of submitting that form that I got a call back, and she said, you need to act fast, though, because we want to put you on our next upcoming season, and we're going to be filming this summer. So yeah, we got on a call and we made it happen.
The campus was not the only thing highlighted, but also campus lifestyle and select students.
Yeah, I got an email and I was like, oh, I guess I'll try that out. I kind of want to tell my story, and they ended up selecting it, so here I am now.
There were also some very familiar faces from OC News that were selected.
Nerve-wracking. I didn't know. We had no idea how it was going to turn out. I was really, really nervous. But I think it turned out really great. Like, everyone who got featured are incredibly talented and kind individuals who are on this campus for a reason. And I think just seeing everyone's stories being highlighted just shows like how much pride we have as a community. And it was just really heartwarming, and everyone put in literally 110%. And it was just a really incredible opportunity.
Why I applied for this is because I just want to spread the love of Cal State Fullerton. I mean, this is the school that I applied to, the only school I applied to when I was transferring out. And I just fell in love with the school, and I just want to spread that love to all the incoming students and any other prospective students who are maybe just in the smallest bit interested in Cal State Fullerton. Just making sure, like, here are the resources, here's our community, here's what we can provide you and help make you enjoy your educational life.
Now you can watch the episodes featuring Cal State Fullerton right now on YouTube or later on Amazon Prime in February of 2025.
Anchors, take a package.
Black Friday sales are still a week away, but the Titan shop on campus has holiday sales starting now. Here's Viridiana Salgado.
Cal State Fullerton hosts an open house at Titan Shops every year. 2024 marks 65 years of serving the CSUF campus community.
It is the biggest event that we throw every single year, and it's an opportunity to bring all the community together, the entire Titan family. We have discounts, faculty and staff get to tack on their extra 10% on this day, as well as free giveaways, our ornament, free food, and really great items that we only bring in for the holidays.
Meant to kind of kick off the holiday season. It's a sale for everybody on campus to come and check it out. We got free food. We've got Santa Tuffy here too, so it's just a fun atmosphere and an event to kick off the holidays.
Coming into this event, you'll be eligible to win special gifts with purchases of $100 or more. The ASI Food Pantry and Tuffy's Basic Needs is also accepting on-site donations to further improve student life quality.
Being able to see everybody, get us all out of our offices and celebrate the fact that we're together, as well as the people that we care about as we shop for them.
I like seeing how quick all the snacks go, because that's usually the first thing to go, and I bet they're already gone upstairs right now. So,
if you missed out on all the goodies Titan Shops had to offer, make sure to set on your calendar for next year. I'm Viridiana Salgado for OC News.
This past week, I got an opportunity to visit the Bayou. Over in Anaheim, here's more on the story. Disneyland has just opened their latest attraction, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, which has taken over the former home of Splash Mountain. In 2020, Disney announced that they would be closing Splash Mountain in order to retheme the ride after The Princess and the Frog. The announcement came after years of controversy surrounding the intellectual property that inspired Splash Mountain. And in 2023, after 34 years in operation, the sun set on Splash Mountain's Zippity-Doo-Dah Day. And now...
I'm here at Disneyland, where Tiana's Bayou Adventure is finally open to the public after years of development.
Fans have been pouring in to get a look at the new ride. The attraction continues the story of the Princess and the Frog, following Princess Tiana and her friends as they prepare for a Mardi Gras celebration. Guests can expect a mix of new cutting-edge animatronic technology, new music, and new characters. I spoke with a former cast member to see how he felt about the changes to the former fan favorite Splash Mountain.
Well, as a former cast member who has seen a lot of changes through Disneyland and the Disneyland resorts in California Adventure as well, I think it's a great change that they decided to update it and renovate it. However, I am also one of those annual pass holders who are very nostalgic for something that we had during our childhood.
The new attraction brings along with it an entire rebranding of Critter Country. It's now called Bayou Country and includes reimagined shops like Ray's Berets and Lewis's Critter Club, all in an effort to better flow with the theming of its neighbor, New Orleans Square. A longtime fan of the Disney parks shared with me her feelings regarding the new attraction.
I'm excited. I really like that they made a new song for it and that it's like a whole new adventure type deal instead of like some of the other rides are being like Peter Pan or like Snow White. They're just like recaps of what happened in the movie kind of. But I think it's just a fresh take. Like, it's a new, like, little adventure. And, like, you actually get to hop in and, like, be a part of this new, like, outlook on the movie. And it's, like, universe in that sense.
The park is welcoming the new attraction with live music through New Orleans Square and even Princess Tiana herself walking around to greet guests. That's all the buzz in the Bayou. Reporting for OC News, I'm Alex Abeda. My trip to the swamp went swimmingly, and I think the new attraction is sure to be a splash with guests.
You know, it looked like a real boatload of fun, so.
That wraps it up for today on OC News. Next week, we have a few exciting stories to cover, so make sure to tune in for that. From OC News, I'm Alex Abeda.
And I'm Jonathan Bindi. Make sure to follow us on social media at OC News, CSUF, and at Titan TV, CSUF. Thank you for tuning in.